Hello and welcome to the DIY Creative. I'm Robin and I have 3 reasons why I'm super excited. Reason number 1 is that this is my first official video for this channel and I'm super excited to get started. I have so many projects in my head and so many things I want to do, and I want to share them with you and just have fun along the way. And reason number 2 I'm excited is the reason why I started this channel, and that is I'm a creative type person and I love to do DIY projects. And for me, you have your chores and you have your work and things like that, and it's a chance to like sit down with family and friends or sit down by yourself and just get away from the everyday and have some fun. And then in the end you have this reward, you have something and you're like, I did that, I created that, and you can show it off to everybody and just be like, I had fun and I created something for myself. So, or for somebody else, you can give it as a gift too. So reason 3 is that I am launching this channel during my favorite time of year, which is fall. I'm so excited about it being fall now, and I've already started decorating my house, and it's just, fall and pumpkins and Halloween and hayrack rides and pullover weather. I could probably name like a million things that I love about fall, but for now we're gonna get to our DIY project. I'm super excited. Let's get started. For our first DIY creative project, we will be doing a kitchen towel throw pillow. These are so much fun to do. I used to have a vintage store where I could create to my heart's content, and we had like, I would do restyled furniture and home decor and signs, and this was one of the things that I would do is these kitchen towel pillows, or you can do them out of placemats, which we'll do some placemats later. And so it's just a good way to add a pop of color to your home, whether it be like on the couch, in a chair, or in the bedroom. Just a fun way to decorate and do some great home decor. Okay, step 1 is to find a kitchen towel set that you like. You want a set of towels, and not all towels are going to be the same. Like this one, for instance, is like a square shape, and it has a little cute backing to it. And then this one's another square shape, October 31st, with a little buffalo check I found. These are cute. So those 2 would fit like a square shape into a square shape. This one I found at Hobby Lobby just recently, and it has a buffalo check with an orange back, and this would be so cute. It would fit a full-size pillow for my measurements, and you can use it as bedroom, to decorate your bedroom for the fall. I thought this was like super cute. So for this project, we will be using this one, and it says, "Tell me something spooky," and it has a little pumpkin with the orange tassels, and then some more pumpkins on the back. And I thought this one would be like super cute to do. Step 2 is to figure out whether you would like to seal your pillow up completely, or another option to go ahead and Velcro one end. And with this particular pillow, I did a travel size pillow, which you can find these at Walmart. I think they're $3 something. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this and once I'm done with it, and take the pillow out, and then I can exchange this pillow with a new kitchen towel pillow cover, let's say for like Thanksgiving, Christmas, Easter, different holidays, and just have fun with it and just keep the same pillow in there. And that way you're just only exchanging the pillowcases, and you can use this again and again and again, or gift it, or whatever you want to do. Okay, for step 3, what we have to do is measure our pillow, because this kitchen towel set is just a little bit longer than this pillow. So we're gonna have to cut and adjust, and that's fine. And if you were doing just like a polyfill, you could go ahead and just keep it like it is, and then, you know, do the rest of the steps and not have to do that. So, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut and adjust, so that way you know how to do it in case you need to do it, okay? Okay, next step, because our pillow, we have a pillow here, and we're not gonna just seal this, we're gonna use this pillow. It's a little, this kitchen towel set's just a little bit longer. So we need to make it shorter. This is a 14 by 20 size pillow, travel size pillow. And we need to make, since it's 20 inches, I go 1 inch over. And you want to take each towel and turn it on its other side. You can use a fabric ruler if you want. I prefer to use a yardstick. And so you take, we're gonna go at 21 inches. We're gonna go 21 inches. There we go. And I'm just gonna take a pencil. You can take like a sewing pencil. They have those like ones that mark like that. But I'm just taking a regular pencil. And we're gonna mark at 21 inches. And I'm gonna go down and make 4 marks. So just remember to go 1 inch over, and then I take the ruler and I come over and I line these up. And you want to take your pencil again. Then you want to make a mark that goes down. And again, make sure your kitchen towel is not on the side that you're gonna have the design, or otherwise your marks are gonna show. Once we make the line that goes down, what we wanna do is take and cut down that line. I'm just using a fabric cutter here. Just make sure you protect your surfaces and everything. I'm using a cutting pad and a fabric cutter. Okay, so that one's done. And then we're gonna do this one. Okay, next step, we have this cut where it will work with our pillow that we have. And what we want to do is take these edges that we cut, and you want to go ahead and put these in and seal it, because otherwise it'll fray at the ends. You can use like a iron-on hem tape to do that, or you can sew it. But since I'm doing like a no-sew type pillow, I use these Sure Bonder fabric sticks. And I'll leave affiliate links of everything down below. But these work really, really well. It's not like hot glue. It's more for fabric. It goes on a little bit smoother than a hot glue would. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start from the middle, and I'm gonna fold in probably, I'd say, like a 1/2 inch. And you gotta be careful because this is hot glue that you're working with here. You're gonna come down, let me get this, oh, there it goes. And put this on, and just be careful, don't get it on your fingers. And you wanna just kind of smooth it out there. And it's gonna be hot, so be careful. So if you wanna use like, let's say like a piece of cardboard or the fabric that you used before too, and then just press down on it. And then we'll go to the next section. And I work in sections just because it's a little bit it's easier than working like one long big strip. So you want to smooth it out. Okay. And then I leave it at the end, and then I just do like a little, let's smooth this out. Just be careful again, this is hot glue here. And then I just seal the end. Just press it down and seal the end. And you can use your little fabric, extra fabric. Okay, now we'll work on this end over here. This is very simple, very easy to do. And fold this over, smooth it out. And then I leave the end, and then fold this over. Use your fabric, smooth it out. Okay, and then we're going to seal this end. Okay. Just press it in there to go even. You want to make it as even as possible. There you go. Okay. All right, so that one's done. And then we will do this one really quick. You want to try to keep it as smooth as possible on these. So just like make sure you smooth it out. All right, on to the next step. Okay, so now that we have glued our edges that we've cut, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next step, which is, and we're almost done, very, very easy. We're gonna go ahead and match up. Make sure that the back of your fabric, whether it's just like, if it's a solid back color, you know, then it's not too much to worry about. But if you have like a pattern fabric like this, then you want to make sure you have it the right way and it matches up with the way you want the front to go. So what I do is I put the front on, I put the back, and I say, okay, yeah, that's the right way I want my pillowcase to look. And so now we're just gonna glue the rest of it. So we match our corners up, and sometimes these kitchen towels aren't like totally together, but we're gonna, you know, just match them up the best way. This one was just a little bit shorter on one end, but that's okay. We can stretch it and make it work for what we want, okay? So we're gonna start in the middle again, and we're gonna start at the top and move on to the sides, and then the bottom is gonna be that Velcro bottom. So you wanna start at the top, and so let's put a little bit of glue going down the middle. And again, this is gonna be hot glue, and you wanna match your seams up. Make sure that they're matching up here. Okay. And then we're gonna move down the sides. And we're gonna stretch it out a little bit because the back is a little bit shorter. So, and that's okay. It's not a huge deal. They're not that much unmatched. So, and again, if you want to use that fabric to smooth it out, you can do that. Okay. And I put the glue just kind of like in the middle of it. I don't go like right at the edge, because that glue is going to spread out. You want it to stretch that out a little bit. It's gonna smooth out and flatten out a little bit, and you don't want to have that glue right at the end, or otherwise it's gonna squeeze out the end and it won't look pretty. So, okay, and then we do the end, and then we smash that down, smooth it out. Okay, now we're gonna work on this one, and we match it up. And again, we're gonna have to stretch that out a little bit on the back and go down the middle. We're gonna match those seams up. And if you have a little bit of glue spill, which I did on this one, just kind of touch it up a little bit. Don't like smash it into the fabric, because then it won't look pretty. So, and then you just want a nice clean edge. Stretch that back a little bit. And I don't glue the edges yet. I go ahead and wait and smooth it out. And then I glue that final edge last. And it looks like we're going over a little bit, and that's not a big deal. So just gonna smash it down here. I got a little glue coming out, and that's okay. You just go ahead and like clean it up. Don't smash it into the fabric. And then now we're gonna go to our edges. We're gonna go, and I go into basically the seam of it, where the seam runs down along the edge. I like go right on top of that seam from the edge, and then run it along. Just a small section at a time, and match those seams up the best you can. And you don't want to squirt out a lot of glue. You just want to do a small line, because it's going to spread out a little bit, and so it's going to, you don't want it to spread out like a whole bunch. So you don't want to squirt out like a whole bunch of glue, or otherwise it'll make your seam too stuck together on the inside. So I just create like a small bead, a small line of glue. And we're going to finish up this side. And what I do is I leave a section, probably about an inch, and I don't glue that inch because that's where the Velcro is going to go here in a little bit. So, okay, so now we're going to work on this other side. And then if it doesn't go quite right on the seam, like if it's not matching up quite right, you can lift it up right after you had glued it and kind of fix it, you know, if it didn't line up just right. And then we're not going to go all the way down, remember, because we got to do the Velcro. All right, so now for the last step, we have this open end here, and we're gonna put some Velcro on it, so that way it will be a pillowcase you can take off. And I bought this Velcro strip at the local craft store. It'll come with like both sides. You can get different colors too, like if you want white or black. I think they might have gold, different things like that. But you know, I just got this one for this pillowcase. So we're gonna take our Velcro piece, and one side of it, we're gonna line it up with this little sewn edge here, and right along that edge we're gonna run this along and go to the other sewn edge, and we're gonna cut that piece. Okay, so we don't have to do exact measurement. You can if you want to, but with me, I just eyeball it and see, fits perfect. Okay, then you just take your Velcro piece and you can just stick it to the other end if you want to. So now we're gonna measure this one exactly by taking that Velcro strip. It's hard because it sticks together. It wants to stick together, which is a good thing, but not when you're trying to work with it. Okay, so there we go. So we're gonna just cut this. And there you go. Now it's gonna fit just perfect here. So you just open one side and you take one part of the Velcro strip, and we're gonna line it in hot glue, hot fabric glue. And actually, I forgot to tell you, sometimes these tea towels have the little strips and stuff. You can just tear those out, and I just tear those out or cut them out or whatever, so you don't have to deal with them. So we're gonna glue this down. Now that side's done, we're gonna work on this side. So we're gonna turn it around and put that up there like that, where it's hopefully not going to come down and stick to it and give us problems here. So, all right. Now that our edges are like that, we're going to put them down. We're going to put the Velcro down, and not all the way, just on the edges there. And then we're going to glue our edges down here. There we go. There we are. And then we're going to glue this one down. Make that look good. Try to line up the seams as best as you can. Sometimes on these kitchen towels it comes uneven just a little bit, but it's not the end of the world. We just line it up the best we can. So, and see, like this one came out just a little bit on the fabric, but it's not a huge deal. It's not a deal breaker. Now that we got all that glued down, and it dries pretty quickly, just like a hot glue. So now that we have that going, we're gonna open this back up, and then make sure you don't rip those two ends too fast. And we're gonna go ahead, and you can let that glue dry all the way if you want to for another minute or two. But we're just gonna go ahead and stuff our pillow. Super exciting. Taking it off of the table for a second. Gotta shake it in there. That looks so good. I get so excited whenever I finish a project and get to do like the final touches, and it's all done. Okay, push this in there. Okay, make sure we got those tassels out. Those tassels are gonna stick a little bit, so speaking of my thing, didn't line it up correctly. Okay, There we go. Oh my goodness. All right, and then here is the finished pillow. It turned out super cute. I absolutely love it. I cannot wait to display it in my home. I hope you make one of these too. My question for the week is, what kind of projects would you like to see on the DIY Creative? Please comment below. Also, please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell, so that way you can get notifications whenever the DIY Creative posts a new tutorial. Also, like us on Facebook and Instagram. And if you make a pillow, we would love to see it. So please hashtag the DIY Creative in your post, so that way I can find you and see what kind of pillows that you come up with and make. Thank you so much again, and happy fall.